Yeah, I think there is definitely a certain cultural theme, a British theme, and having been in Europe for the last week, in sort of Berlin and Brussels, Paris and Milan, that was a general consensus. A lot of people said it sounds traditionally British, and I think that's just sort of prevalent because it's come down from bands like Angel Witch and Maiden and Judas Priest, and I think, you know, and move further on to bands like Paradise Lost and Anathema, My Dying Bride, and obviously us. I think it's just an inherent sound, I guess, much like the Germans have got their own sound, Scandinavian have got their own feel. I think that does come through the music. And maybe it's because there's sort of hints of punk in there and hints of new wave British heavy metal, which are sort of, I guess, new for us in some respects. Yeah, I mean, Hammer Horror was like an ingredient that was part and parcel of the Cradle of Filth genesis, I suppose. Although it is a little camp, but again, retains that British feel, much like Carry On films and James Bond. And yeah, Hammer Horror's coming back. It's quite a resurgence. I mean, they had a lot of success with The Woman in Black, so it's being brought up to date. I grew up on those films, so I guess to me there's... I always forget this word. What is the word? Not reminiscence, there's nostalgia. A bit of nostalgia about it. That's the company that kind of set us on the road to ruin. To be fair, I only ever listen to our past releases if I've got to learn a song, like for live or whatever. I think it's like, this is our 10th studio album, and we've done 2 EPs and, you know, live album, best of, etc, etc. And now currently I'm listening to the new album, The Manticore and Other Horrors, and I'll continue to do so, probably right up until we start writing for the next record, and then I forget about this record and move on to that. Well, I do think this album definitely encapsulates the spirit of the band at this present moment. There are a lot of things that we've done, small changes, but they all add up to quite a considerably different picture. We've gone for a more analogue sound, we've recorded the drums and guitars and vocals very live, rather than just work on little pockets and cut and paste, and that we play right through everything on the material. Gone for a very sort of driven guitar sound. We've gone for strange sound effects, different kind of riffs, different atmospheres. So yeah, I think this is, you know, the pinnacle of what Cradle of Filth are now. It's very definitive, and probably heralds a slightly new direction for the band, trying to keep things fresh, not letting people get into the whole sort of being expectant of what they think the next album's going to be. We like to keep people on their toes, and I think that sort of aids the band's longevity, or has aided the band's longevity. I don't know, we've just worked very hard at things. I mean, in 2014 it'll be like 20 years since our debut album. So I think just over the years people have come to expect a certain thing from us, you know, lyrically, musically, obviously the most important. The album covers, the way the video's presented, we kind of dug our own grave with that. So every album, it's like we have to source really great artists, and people just expect a certain look and feel that's sort of part of the Cradle of Filth universe. And I guess it's just the sort of the blinkedness of the band, the way we've gone about things, and obviously the British influence that's just given us kind of a unique style. I think back in the origins of the band, way back, you know, 94, 95, we were cherry picking like the best attributes of different scenes and literally building a Frankenstein's monster that has become the Cradle of Filth of today.